Hello, this is Liberty Mark 222. I hope I can speak a little bit louder so you guys can hear this. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening in the economy right now. We got people like Max Kaiser, Bix Weir, people from GATA, from all these different places. They're warning that their people are saying, their inside sources are saying, that something big is about ready to happen financially. We see our government, we have the National Weather Service, NOAA, I can't remember the acronym. They're buying hollow point bullets. You got mass movements of troops and tanks, all sorts of stuff on the railroads all over the United States, going to the big cities. You got all these investigations opening up against these banks that they're ready to convict. You know, all the corruption in these banks is starting to be exposed. All the stuff in the derivatives is starting to be exposed. You got China is melting down its gold into 1 kilogram bars and saying they're going to have trade agreements with all the countries except for the United States and Germany. So we got our elections coming on in the United States, and then the silver market and the gold market is just flat. It's been flat for the last 3-4 months, and you see all this stuff and you think, oh my gosh. Normally, you'd think people would be buying gold and silver and be saying, oh, there's something wrong with the stock market. They'd be getting out of the stock market. But nothing's happening. Well, it's like the calm before the storm. Like when in Europe, they had the false war. Like everybody declared war on each other. Germany and England and France and nothing happened. It was like a big calm. Nothing is happening. That's what's about ready to happen here. We have the calm before the storm. And so what are all these things pointing to? Obviously it's pointing to some massive civil unrest in the United States, even though people in the United States don't know it. But what causes massive unrest? Basically, is if people can't eat or get fuel for the cars, which would basically somehow our whole system is going to collapse, which is going to cause people to riot and to so these globalists, they already know this. They've been planning this for many years, 100 years. They've been, you know, They know that the United States has been this big impediment to their rule, because Europe ruled the world for a good long period. They basically took over Africa and Asia. Look at the empire that the British had. They had the empire that the sun never set upon. So what do we say? They say that the price of silver and gold is going to explode here real soon, in the next couple weeks maybe. Nobody really knows what's going to happen, but we know something big's going to happen. So we have time to prepare right now, and this is a good time to set your house in order. It's a good time for me to set my house in order, and time to get spiritually ready, get right with God, to seek God's face. This is what we need to do. This is Mark.